The second thing that I want to cover is that we need to learn to. We need to not only learn about, but learn to. Learn to some end, learn to do, learn to be, learn to act, learn to. And I believe that that's more important than learning about. For if we just learn about things, that may give us an internal sense of satisfaction to some degree, where it gives us some feelings of tranquility or satisfaction, whatever it might be. But we don't need so much to learn about as we need to learn to act, learn to do something. What are you learning to do? That becomes the question. At all ages in life, I have been enamored with some of my older mentors who are now approaching 90 years of age, about 10 years older than me. That's a great way to choose a mentor, somebody who's 10 years further down the road of life than you are, and pick up not so much by what they attempt to teach you, but by what their life is and where they're at. And one of them I was talking to recently, who's nearing blindness, and he's 90 years old. He was saying that he was working hard in his community to figure out a way to reach, I believe it was Punjabi people in his community. And I thought, what a wonderful thing that he was trying to figure out what to do, learning to, an action-oriented man. Another man who, in the same way that I loved very much, he said that he wanted to get himself he called it a Punjabi suit, so he could walk around looking like he was an Indian in our community here in Brampton, where so many people are Indians. He never figured it out. When he asked a few guys about that, they gave him some negative answers because they attached their clothing as kind of the costume related to their Sikh religion. And he hadn't really made that connection, but he was working hard right until his last days to see if he could learn to do something more, particularly in how to reach people. What are you doing about learning to? If you stick with what you've always done, you'll get the results you've always got. If it's working for you, stay with it. But there are some things that are working for you and some things that aren't. So you need to learn to think differently and get uncomfortable with new ideas that are moving in a more positive direction. So we have to learn about and pick what we learn about, and we have to learn to and learn to do and act and become that which will inspire others to be the better people that this world so desperately needs.